This is Leah Victoria from Leahs Cucina, and you're now watching the Growing Up Italian podcast.
Growing Up Italian.
Growing Up Italian. Growing Up Italian podcast.
Growing Up Italian.
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 Growing Up Italian podcast.
Growing Up Italian.
Growing Up Italian.
Growing Up Italian podcast.
Growing Up Italian.
Woo!
So,
We're rolling, by the way, right?
We are rolling,
okay.
all right, cool.
So yeah,
Leah.
Last name. Oh, you don't want
it's a
that.
secret.
Leah
Leahs
Victoria.
Cucina.
Leah
Her name-
Victoria.
Her name's Leahs Cucina.
Leah
cuz.
Victoria.
Cucina is close to my last name.
Really? Which
Because
one
my
is
last
it?
name's Curcio.
Oh, it's
It
beautiful.
looks kind of similar.
Leah
you know?
Victoria, Leahs Cucina.
Wait, so what does cucina mean?
Kitchen.
Nah, nah,
I
that's
mean,
not-
I like
Or
your
kitchen?
answer,
Cucina means kitchen or cooking, no?
No. Cooking.
It's cucina. Io cucino.
Listen,
Yeah.
I'm sure
Sai
somebody will call us out. So
cucinando.
someone will correct us.
You speak Italian?
No, I do not speak Italian.
So I heard you're from How You Doing Beach.
I am.
That's why you got invited here today. For
Yeah,
sure.
I'm sure.
I forgot how I heard that
You're
were
from Howard Beach too?
Yeah.
See?
He's an original Howard Beach guy.
Me too. It's just people from Howard Beach are just a different breed.
Yeah.
Especially when you're raised there. You're just
Did you
a
live in
different
Jersey now?
breed. I live in Jersey now, yes.
So what's the biggest difference between living in Jersey and then How You Doing Beach? Do you like How You Doing Beach?
Yeah, what do you? I don't think we've ever had.
I'm trying to
anyone
make it a
else
thing.
from Howard Beach. What do you think about the name How You Doing Beach?
I mean, that's been around forever. How you doing?
Really?
Yeah.
Wait. So you've heard How You Doing Beach?
Yeah, it's been around. No.
He's
I
trying
mean,
to heard
maybe
it.
not how you doing beach. Maybe
You've
not
heard How You Doing.
Yes.
Yeah.
How you doing beach? All right. I mean, it flows.
Because we always say, because I live there now. I've been there for a couple of years.
But you're on the old side. That don't count.
No, I'm on the new side.
I mean, you're on the new side. That don't count.
What do you mean?
What are you
No, I'm just
talking
kidding.
about?
Well, the old
No,
side's
but
the OG.
but listen.
The old side's the
for
OG
those of you
side.
that are listening, because in Howard Beach now, when I go to Davino's, all these pizza spots, they go crazy for me. They go, "How you doing, Beach? How you doing, Beach?" Like they call me from the rafters.
I love that.
I gotta at least say this for people that been there, ate there, whatever your situation is with Howard Beach. You got to realize the old side and the new side. They're two different kind of
Too
creatures.
different.
So I would
We're
say
like
that,
the Sicilians, and you guys are the classy ones.
which one?
We're the Sicilians. You guys are the classy ones.
Yeah, I was gonna say I feel like the people in Old Howard are just like built different.
We are. That's because we also have Hamilton next door.
Yeah, and also because you guys get flooded all the time. Like
All the
you
time.
know how to deal with.
When you know it's raining, your car better go in the driveway all the way in the back, or you beat.
Yeah.
You don't have a car in the morning.
So with Old Howard is one way in, one way out too.
Yeah.
So some people, I like it. You see who comes in.
Yeah.
Like what? You
Exactly.
stand
You
on
see who goes out.
159th looking. Or,
Back in the day, people used to. Back in the day. Not anymore, you know.
What do you mean back in the day?
Years ago, you know.
Well, they would stand. Who's coming in my neighborhood?
You never know. You never know over there. There's a lot of shady shit that went on in that neighborhood.
No.
I'm not gonna argue.
I mean, I'm not gonna touch it.
I'm not gonna argue that one. You're
You
right.
could just go to Google.
So explain a little bit like how you made the decision to move to Jersey.
Well, I was living in Howard Beach, and then Hurricane Sandy happened. So my home got destroyed, and I ended up moving into Staten Island, which my boyfriend at the time, husband now, was living. We lived there for like 5 years, and it's just hard to buy a house over there. Like, there's no property. The cost
Staten
of
Island?
living, cost of living is insane for no property. Like, I wanted a yard, I wanted some space. I didn't want to be on top of my neighbor, which is why I moved to Jersey, because I also couldn't afford Howard Beach. I mean,
What part of Jersey are you?
East Brunswick, right over the bridge.
I could confidently say like I don't know much about Jersey. So
right over the
give
Howard
me okay, over the Howard Bridge. So
You know
you're
where New
close
Brunswick?
down.
You know where Cousins is in New Brunswick?
No.
Really?
Do you know where Cousins is? Do you know where Cousins is? We're real Queens, Brooklyn guys.
Yeah, you
it's
are.
bad,
You are.
it's
Oh my
bad.
God, I'm turning into a Jersey girl.
Yeah, pretty much. But how was like dating a guy from Staten Island, like that Bell Parkway? How was that?
Oh, that was trash. It was trash. In the beginning, we actually stopped talking for like a little bit.
That's a nightmare.
Because it
That's
was
a
a
nightmare.
nightmare. Plus, he was working nights, so it was like our schedules just were not meeting up. And then
So,
he realized you're never gonna find another Howard Beach girl, obviously.
You never found out how you doing.
Exactly.
Once you go how you doing, you don't
it's
go
true.
back.
It's true because we're a
Don't
different
go
breed.
soon.
We're a different breed.
But so, yeah. So my big thing, I'm on the Bell Parkway all the time too.
It's terrible.
Yeah, but Howard Beach or Staten Island, which is better?
Howard Beach.
Of course.
So why didn't you like?
I'm
convince
sorry,
him?
Staten Island.
You should have convinced him to come there.
Yeah, no, we couldn't. It just wasn't working out. After the hurricane, that neighborhood needed like a few years to recoup. You know, like my mother just moved back like six years later.
Yeah, well, Old Howard got destroyed.
Old Howard was destroyed. Like my whole garage was covered with water. It was not good over there.
Yeah, that was a bad time.
It was bad. It was real bad.
What year was that? 2014? Before that?
I believe 13.
2013?
We had to get literally a scuba team came to my house to get us out of the house.
Wild times.
It was the craziest thing. They took us to like the neighborhood school, and that was like the little shelter that they had in place at the time. But going back there the next day, going back to your house destroyed like that was crazy.
There's stories too. I mean,
Crazy.
I'm not gonna say names or anything, but when I first moved into How You Doing Beach, I would order from
He's
this
really
place.
trying.
Yeah, this has been months now.
Years.
Years. So someone told me, because I was ordering from this place every day, someone told me, "Oh no, you can't order from them." And I'm
I
like,
know
"Why?"
that place. I know
And they're
exactly
like,
that place.
"Because during Sandy,
gotta order from
he
New
charged
Park.
double."
You gotta call New Park.
Yeah, that's real Howard Beach shit right there.
Because you know what, Howard Beach, we always stuck together.
Yeah.
And that shit was not nice what they
Never
did
forget.
over there. You don't forget that shit.
That's no.
I'll
that's
ask you
good.
guys off camera which one that is.
Yeah,
No.
we'll tell you. By the way, when I was getting ready for this interview, I was thinking, all right, like, what can I ask her?
Getting ready, were you Michael Jordan in the locker room?
Yeah, I was getting ready for this one because I'm a fan. So, the accent, is it played up?
Oh my, are you kidding me? You live in How You Doing Beach. I think people assume that I'm from New Jersey, and maybe New Jersey people do, sound a little different.
Yeah.
When you grow up in Queens, everybody over there sounds like this.
Yeah.
But in the beginning, I got that a lot. It's made up, you
Yeah.
feel you're
Especially
faking it.
on your comments on social media. Isn't that the number one comment?
So bad, social media. And honestly, Instagram is so much worse. TikTok is a little nicer to me.
Really?
Oh, really?
Instagram-
Usually it's opposite.
No, TikTok is like chill, and I have a way bigger following on TikTok, and Instagram is ruthless. They're freaking ruthless over there.
Now with Instagram Reels, I guess it gets out to more people, maybe.
Yeah.
I mean, it works in your favor.
Yeah, I don't care either way. You can
want
talk,
it, yeah.
talk shit all day because it's still
But
helping.
what do
me.
they say?
Just mean shit, exaggerated accent. 97th generation Italian.
yeah,
I am born in America.
I'm
I
way
never
too
say
familiar
I'm
with that
not.
one.
I get that one all the time.
See, I get made fun of the roll on the back of my head a lot.
Oh, okay.
Like, we actually switched camera angles to help me out a little bit. But like it's sometimes like the other day it was like a little heartbreaking for me.
He was crying. He was
I wasn't crying, but I was like, damn. Because
they
someone
get
made a
you.
comment on this thing right here, and they were like, and they got like 1,000 likes. I was like,
You could probably get that sucked off though.
you think so?
Yeah, for
No,
sure.
because I was honestly gonna Google
You
it.
could definitely get that sucked. Or they cut it. and
Lipo?
then or you do like a facelift, but to that.
But then it
I'm
just
ready
but then
to
he's
watch
gonna
it.
have
I'm
this.
ready.
yeah. But then it'll just be fucking
Yeah,
brawling.
they
It'll
cut
be-
some skin and then they pull it down.
It'll be like a helmet if I get it blown up.
I don't think so.
Because I wear
But
7
honestly, I
3/4.
didn't notice it till you pointed it out.
No, I mean, did you ever see any of our clips?
No, because when
she
I
can't
look
stop
at
looking
people,
at it.
that's not what I like. I don't automatically go, "Wow, this guy got a roll on the back of his neck." That's the problem with
To
society.
be fair, though, that is the first thing you notice, though. You can't,
Well,
as
you know
much
what?
as you want to
That
admit
means
it or
she's
not.
like a classy, nice person because
Bro,
she's
she's
like,
saying that for the cameras. Like, you're such a liar.
No,
I don't believe that.
Seriously.
I don't believe that.
Listen, there's obviously first things I'll notice: teeth,
Yeah.
number one, and eyebrows. Those are my two things.
Yeah,
Those are the
fair.
first things I'm looking at.
Yeah.
what about schnoz? Like,
Well,
I
I
feel
mean, I'm
Italians
Italian.
all
They all
look
got
like-
big schnozzes, so
Yeah.
I can't. I'm used to it. I feel like I got a big schnoz too.
So what got you into cooking? Like, what made you want to start making these videos, and when did you start?
Well, I grew up in an Italian household, so you kind of just like cooking
Mm-hmm.
straight out the womb, And then it like became a hobby of mine, so I just started to teach myself more of the trade. And then I started to make like gourmet rice balls. I would do savory and sweet, and I started a catering company, and I just focused on rice balls at the time. This was way before COVID.
Still
okay?
doing it?
I feel like
No, we're not doing it
I've
anymore.
seen
It was
I've
called,
seen your
it was
page
called
when you were
Leah's
doing
Italian
that.
apples. You remember
Yeah,
that?
Italian
Leah's,
apples?
Leah's Italian apples. I used to call them Italian apples. So what we did was when we started the business, we went during the San Gennaro. We bought like 100 business cards. I made mad rice balls. I wrapped them in plastic, and I stapled my business cards to the rice balls, and we handed them out during the feast. Like I literally would just hand them to random people, and I'm like, all you gotta do is post me on Instagram, and that's how I started to build my following there for like the catering page.
Yeah.
And then it kind of transformed into like, Then I started having kids. I got married, you know, and
Did anyone ever tell you that you weren't allowed to sell rice balls? Like, that's big Howard Beach vibes. Like, you're not allowed to sell rice balls in this neighborhood.
I never had an interaction like that, and I was selling in Howard Beach for years, right? When I moved to Staten Island, I started doing holiday markets. I was doing them in Queens, and then I also started doing them in Staten Island. And there was this other company that I'm not going to mention any names, but they were like stealing my shit.
Big ops.
They had a huge following, so I was like a nobody. They were just doing regular Sicilian rice balls for mad long. I came by with the dessert. I was doing like bacon cheeseburger. I had like crazy ass rice balls, right? And they had this whole array of fucking things, and it was all the ones that I was making.
Right now you see LePic smiling, right? I'm not gonna say LePic's idea, but
I'll tell you.
LePic has a retirement plan with You're Sicilian, I'm assuming.
Yeah.
The Sicilians, something with rice balls, they think like they
It's the best thing in the
like they
world.
cured cancer or something.
Can I ask you something?
Yeah.
The one that's like a cone, that's a Sicilian arancini?
I think it just depends on where you're from, where they shape it. Because
Okay,
it's
but you
really
know what
all
I'm
the
talking
same.
about, right?
Yeah, they're like rounded at the
cone
bottom. They
shape.
got a little tip.
Yeah.
I think it just depends where you come from, but I could be wrong.
How do you make yours?
I do mine in a ball.
Well, simpler.
Nice ball. It's just easy. They get nice and crispy. You could fit more in the fryer at one time.
So what makes a good rice bowl?
A lot of fresh parsley, black pepper. Are we talking about like a Sicilian one, like a regular Sicilian?
Yeah.
If it's a classic one, you got to have a lot of black pepper, fresh parsley, pecorino romano, and it just has to be super cheesy. You got to have a good meat filling with peas. Some people tell you that peas aren't supposed to be there, but peas are supposed to be there.
Yeah,
What about saffron? You ever throw saffron in
You
there?
know, some people use the arborio too. I don't use the arborio. I just use honestly, I use sushi rice.
Oh, because it sticks a little better, right?
Works
I love
so
sushi
good.
rice.
Me too.
So good.
Works perfectly. And that'll give me the 97th generation comment.
So before I knew you, and I think it's one of your bios, you have SAHM. You know, I literally had to Google what that was.
Did you?
Yeah. You know what does SAHM stand
So
for?
I taught you something.
What's the?
Hey, all right, watch.
Is there context after that? Or?
No.
Well,
just
it's
SAHM.
her bio. So
Staten American
Staten
Heritage
Island,
Month.
Staten Island.
I got it. I got it. I just figured it out though. Right now.
See?
Stay at home mom.
Yeah.
Okay.
So
Why people always question like, oh, you do nothing for a living?
Well, because I think people think that social media is not a real job.
Yeah.
And there is so much money to make on social media. There is so much room to make money. And people just don't take it serious. They really don't.
I think it's because they envy what you're doing. So
that
they
I
got
can sit
something
home and do my job.
Yeah.
But they also think you're doing nothing, you know?
Well, let them think that. You know what you're doing.
So I started on Instagram, and then once I became a stay-at-home parent with my second daughter, I had more time to be consistent. And consistency is a big thing on social media. Yeah. So I dedicated all my extra time to building my platform.
can you give us like a day in the life, like timetable?
Like on a school day?
Yeah, on a school day.
Wake up usually around 5. I usually get
5.
Around 5.
Not all.
Maybe like 4:45, depending. It's my internal alarm clock. I
You don't set an alarm.
No, it's just my internal alarm clock. Okay.
Not setting an alarm is like my worst nightmare.
Yeah, it's terrifying.
Oh, you think you'll sleep through it?
Yeah,
no,
of
no,
course.
instant wake up. I don't know. I don't understand. I think it's just routine that I got. You know, I get my little workout in, do my edits, answer my emails, and then by 6
At 5 in the morning, you're doing that?
Yes, usually answer my emails on the treadmill.
Editing at 5 in the morning?
Yeah, I have no choice. What else am I doing? I have 2 fucking kids.
Yeah, I mean, you're not wrong.
I have a 6-year-old and a 1-year-old.
God bless.
God bless.
So when my 6-year-old is in school, I still got my baby home.
Oh.
I'm not staying home with no kids. I still have a kid there. Yeah. 6 o'clock, I get Serafina up. I do my lunch thing. Usually I share my lunch videos.
Love that name.
on
Love that name.
Serafina. My other one's Mariella. I get a lot of compliments on their names. Serafina and Mariella.
They're not super
Thank
common.
you.
They're not super common names.
They're not, and I did not want common for my kids. I didn't want Samantha. I'm sorry to all the Samanthas. But I wanted something a little original.
Gianna?
You know?
You don't like Gianna?
It's just, growing up in Howard Beach, everybody was a Gianna.
Gianna.
Gianna, Giovanna.
Gianna Bella XL.
Giovanna.
XO.
What was your screen name?
Oh, God, do you really want to know?
Yeah.
Lee Babes with 3 Z's.
wow.
Uppercase, lowercase.
Were your E's 3s or no?
Oh, I also had Piff Head Princess. That was another one.
Piff Head?
Piff Head Princess.
Piff Head Princess.
Yeah, that was one.
What does that mean? Like poof?
No. He doesn't smoke. So.
Oh, okay.
That's pretty gangster.
That was.
You just earned
that was
like
back
hood
in the
cred
day.
with me.
It's a good name. It's a good name.
That was back in the day when screen mains were like a thing, you know?
So
Now
okay,
it's
you wake up
email.
5 a.m.
Get my kid ready for school. She's in school early, like before 7:30. She got to be in school. Drop her off, come home, and then I got to feed my other baby breakfast. Feed her breakfast, play. We usually do some reading. Mommy and me always got her in something. And then I come home, and usually her nap is when I do the most of my editing. Like I'll record a ton of shit in one day, just so I have content for like the week, you know.
So you have like one day you film every day.
No,
What
I
do you
film
do?
every day.
You meal
really.
prep? What do you mean, like?
I
filming?
just record like little dishes of stuff. I record recipes all day. I just like the night before, I'm like, what am I making tomorrow? I stay super creative.
Yeah.
And I do a lot of recipe videos. Like I am like a mom page. I do share a lot of mom life, but my kids are not the focus of my content. Like I have my kids on the internet because they're part of my life, but it's not just for my kids. You know, like I see these kids blasted all over. That's not gonna be my kid. But a lot of cooking.
What's your favorite style of video to make? Because I noticed you post some ASMR in there too.
So I love to do ASMRs. I love to do the mukbangs because those are like easy to film. But I do love to do the recipe tutorials because it gets like a lot of people interacting with me too. Like maybe some people.
My mom didn't use this, but
I get that all the time. You know, you got to put a disclaimer in the beginning, like this is how I make it. Your brother, your sister, your cousin may make it different. You know. But I love doing the recipe tutorials the most, honestly, because I love to teach cooking. Like I love to teach what I know.
Where's your stance on noisy eaters?
There's a term for that, like
ASMR.
Because I think we said that on
opposite.
That people don't like it.
Yeah.
Yeah. There is something
like sometimes
to
when I eat like with my mom and dad and my sister, I'm just
it's like,
like,
to close your mouth.
why are you guys so loud? But then I know I eat loud. You know what I mean?
Of course, yeah.
But like,
I
let's
think
say if I'm
really-
just sitting and like we're sitting in a room and I'm not eating.
misophonia.
That's the people that cannot stand.
So I
the
will say
eating.
to Sabino's point, I don't mind it like ASMR style
Yes.
or
Or like the
online,
mukbang.
But if I'm eating at a table with you and I hear, it's like, bro, close your mouth.
It's this.
That's a little.
It's whatever this is.
That's a little exaggerated, though. I mean, come on. Who really eats like that?
No, it
Or
sounds
people
like
or
that.
people are like when they do one of these like,
And
and then right after it's
well, there's people that go to YouTube straightly for that. Like that's all I want to do is watch people eat sounds, drinking sounds. They tap the microphone.
No, the tapping and that's gotta stop.
They
That's
love
gotta
that.
stop.
Like those are the people where like I think the people that hate content creators are looking at those people like this girl's rubbing peanut butter on a microphone and she's making millions of dollars.
I would say the one I like though is the soap. You ever see
Yeah,
the
it's
soap?
so satisfying.
what's that when you cut
They have
the
like a
soap?
soap bar
Yeah.
and they'll just cut it and it's like a
Or when they're throwing the
1,000
bottles down
people.
the stairs and like you're wondering when it's gonna break.
yeah, those are good too.
Those are good.
As Italian Americans though, there's like a certain joy that I get when I see someone eating though. And I think it's sometimes
Why is
more
Italian American?
like let's say
Because everything is surrounded with food.
like me like okay she's gonna understand like on this level because when my kids eat like eat all their food I get so happy like they eat everything
Yeah.
because sometimes my kids are like I don't want this
How
I
old are
want
your
that
kids?
I have twins they're 8
Wow.
but like now they're starting to like eat more
yes.
but I feel when I see them eat everything and they're just like
You feel like you're accomplished.
I'm like
yeah.
yeah
I think it's why I love cooking too, because I love to cook and then I love to like watch the person enjoy my food.
Yeah.
Like maybe it sounds creepy, but like I just like wow, that's good. You know, like what I made was actually delicious.
I love asking cooks this question. Do you take criticism well? Meaning, example, when my wife at home, she'll make a meal. She's like, oh, what, you don't like
You
it?
say it's delicious and you walk the fuck out the room.
Yes. No, I'll be like, oh, it was really good, but I think you could have done this.
Like-
Not every time. Most
I think
of the
it
time.
depends who it's coming from.
okay
So
so
your
this
husband.
is where
No, my husband knows he will not say that shit to me.
This is where the dilemma comes in. All right. Perfect example. Literally, you just hit it on the head. Stay at home mom, right? Your husband, he's working, but you're making content that you want to make viral for Insta because that's your job. Now, when you're making dinner, do you say to him, are you in the mood for that? Or are you just like,
No.
this is what I'm cooking
He has
because
no
this is what I
clue.
need to make?
He doesn't care.
Honestly,
He
that's
knows
amazing, though.
He knows he's gonna come with something good.
Yeah.
I never ask him because he's like, I don't know, what are you in the mood for? Obviously, if I was in the mood for something, I wouldn't have asked you what you wanted, you know? It's easier to just wing it.
You have a schedule or you
No, I just
like
wake
Monday,
up.
fried calamari
No.
and this?
What do I got in the house? What do I got in the
What's
freezer?
your favorite food to order out?
Sushi, dumplings, soup, like soup dumplings.
What's your sushi order look like?
I like the sashimi plate, the salmon don,
that?
Naruto rolls.
Salmon don?
It's like just salmon over a bed of sushi rice.
Oh,
Sounds
so
fire,
sashimi.
yeah.
Same-
It's like
yeah, yeah,
sashimi.
yeah.
Just all like the raw fish. I love all the raw fish.
How many rolls can you guys house in one sitting, you think?
I could
This is
house,
the, this is the issue. This is,
I could definitely.
this is the issue for me with sushi, and I want to hear what you guys think. But I actually think if I'm eating rolls, like I never really get full.
No,
'cause,
you
know,
have to eat just the fish
Yeah,
because it's the rice. It's all empty carbs.
yeah, exactly.
You get like
That's
a
so
roll
true.
and then like a sashimi plate. You know,
also
you
because
roll
I'm
as
not
your
the
little
biggest
thing.
fish guy.
Oh well, then why you don't even?
But I do eat
He
sushi
gets
though.
shrimp tempura. He thinks
Yeah,
it's
like
sushi.
sushi.
I'm the guy that like when we get sushi, I get chicken teriyaki.
Nice.
No.
But then I'll get a couple of rolls. But I'm saying
Wait. I need to know your roll order.
California roll.
Wow.
Don't tell me a sweet potato roll.
No. And then
Those are great,
the
though.
Philadelphia roll.
Okay, which is usually lox.
Cream cheese
spicy,
and lox.
That's
spicy,
cooked. That's cooked.
spicy tuna.
Yeah, that's
Okay, that's like the most rare. That's the most raw.
From Kauai and Lindenwood, the Lion King roll.
Hawaii still there?
Yeah,
Love Kauai.
she misses it now. They make good sushi.
Listen, Lindenwood was a cool neighborhood to hang out in.
It still is.
It was a cool neighborhood
There's
to hang out in.
Piffle over there.
Yeah, you're right. And by the pink houses is where you got the best.
Yeah, she knows. That's real. How you doing, beach right
OG.
there? Yeah.
Spicy mayo mandatory.
No, just a little soy with a little wasabi.
Mandatory.
I don't need
Come
the
on.
spicy mayo. It tastes the taste
Dunk
of the
that
fish.
thing like Shaq in
Yeah,
the
or the
paint.
eel
right?
sauce.
So,
the eel sauce.
so I don't know if this is like a thing in every sushi spot, but they also make the dragon ball, not the dragon roll.
It has
the
like
dragon
crab
ball.
salad or something in
It's
it,
like
right?
crab salad and
Avocado.
then it's avocado.
Yeah.
It's just like a nice apple.
Yeah,
you
they
know?
have all those things. They usually covered in avocado, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Do you like Chinese food?
Yeah, of course. But Jersey,
They don't
you
have good
can't
Chinese
like
food, yeah.
Chinese food in New Jersey. So where I live, there's a huge like Korean area. They have really good like soup dumplings and like traditional Korean foods, but not Americanized Chinese. Like it's not the same. You know, like sweet and sour chicken or like the real Chinese shit.
Like
That's
non-existent.
okay. It's not the same.
Not it?
And when you grow up in like an area where there's really good Americanized Chinese food, you just can't compare.
Was Danny's there when she was there?
Of course. Danny
Yeah, but we used
Szechuan.
to go to. We didn't go to Danny's. We went to Ho-Wan. I don't know how Ho-Wan
Wait,
is. That was on Liberty Avenue. On Liberty Avenue, but it's
Because now
different
it's on
owners
Cross Bay, right?
Ho-Wan's still there.
Oh, is
Ho-Wan's
it the
still
same?
there.
I think it's different owners though.
I
You know
only
what else
order
is really
chicken.
I love how Italian Americans talk about this stuff.
Eats Meets West used to be really good too. I don't know if
Yes.
they're
It
still
Used to
there.
be good.
Yes.
It's now
But
owned-
there's
had
an
that
East
one.
meets West in every neighborhood, though.
Oh really?
Yeah, there's one here.
Is there?
Bro, there's
Do
East
they
Meets
Is
all
that what I was
Panza?
thinking about?
Yeah, because that's why he's thinking, oh, it's so good. Yeah, because it was on fucking Metro right here.
There is one down there though. I don't know if it's still
Wait,
there.
what was the other one called? Hole in One?
Ho-Wan.
Hold on.
Ho-Wan. Kid. You're out of your fucking mind.
No, but they say like,
was like, it's a
Danny
No,
great
that
name.
place was dope. Though, when we were younger, we would go there, and like we used to order coffee at the end. He just put the whole sambuca on the table. Like Italians love Chinese food, and they
Yeah.
know that.
Yeah, absolutely.
They know that. So they
Saturdays.
like take care of
Saturday's
you. When you
Chinese
go
food
there.
day.
Yeah, they take care of you.
no,
when you go.
rainy days calls for Chinese
Oh,
food.
yeah.
Yeah.
Like right now, there's nothing more I want.
Bro, they're
than-
always open too.
Yeah.
I feel so
Always.
bad. It's like no matter
I know,
what,
but
they're
they
open.
love that. They
Yeah.
live to work. They love
Cash,
that.
cash too. They're big
Cash.
cash people.
No, but
love
we when we ordered Danny's, they literally show up in 8 minutes. I'm like, what are they cooking in the weeds? Like, I'm like timing them out. I'm like, this is crazy. Now, but Danny's is
Yeah, Danny's is good. Danny's was like the expensive place. Like if you wanted to get hibachi, that's when you went to Danny's.
Yeah.
If you wanted just good like regular Chinese food to your door, you got Ho-Wan.
so if you want to put the scarpadels on, you go to Danny's.
Exactly.
And that's the kind
you
of
want to wear
vibe.
your fur, you go to Danny's.
Yeah. And you know, talking about like owners and stuff, that's the always thing with Danny's. People always saying like, oh yeah, he's gonna sell it, or he did sell it, he didn't sell it.
Did he sell it?
That's what they're saying.
I know he used to live in the neighborhood. I don't know if he still lives there.
I mean, he looks like he's from the neighborhood.
Yeah.
He's a guy, you know?
It's amazing seeing Howard Beach come together.
Right?
I'm like outnumbered severely right now.
And how long you lived there? You
29 years.
You still there?
Yeah, he's still there.
Where in Old
I'm
Howard?
in New Howard.
New Howard, he's in New Howard. All right.
Born and raised.
All right.
Danny
you're born and
Szechuan
raised-
eater for life.
Wow, that's freaking awesome.
Literally.
I didn't know you guys were affiliated with Howard Beach. I feel like I'm home.
We're very excited to announce a long-term partnership with DeSoto Gastronomia out from Australia. These guys got a really, really interesting restaurant.
DeSoto has a very interesting story. So they're first generation Italian Australians.
They're basically us in Australia.
DeSoto was created in their parents' and grandparents' honor so that they can pay their legacy forward. 100% of their proceeds goes to people in need, charities, and the arts.
DeSoto will be supporting us this year, so you know the content's going to be even better.
Bro, and who knows? Maybe at some point we're going to have to take a trip down under, huh?
I was always curious how the Italian Australians made food.
It's time we find out.
Crispy, crunchy, savory, and sweet. Order what you want on Uber Eats.
Listen, guys, from now till the end of the year, December 31st, on the Uber Eats app, you go to Anthony and Son Panini shop, and you get a nice $25 off.
When you use the code Panini.
You gotta use the code Panini.
Terms apply. See app for details. I heard you had some secrets to go viral. And, we're in the content game, so I was hoping.
Oh, no, we're not talking about none yet.
What do you mean?
What secrets?
You said, I think when I was, messaging you, I was like, yo, you're going viral. I forgot how it came about. You're like, I have secrets to going viral.
Oh, like to making your video? I thought you said something that I was working on that I wanted.
No. We could get to that later.
No, we're not talking about that yet. But consistency. Consistency is the number one thing. You need to post 3-4 videos a day.
3-4 videos a day.
Yes.
Oh, we just spoke
To
about
be
this
on the
a
FYP.
podcast.
If you want to stay on the FYP and have your videos go viral, you need to be posting.
Do you have a hashtag you want to give us?
I just do the trending ones. FYP for you. Vlog is a
Hashtag
big
Italian.
one. Italian.
How you doing, B?
How you doing?
Hashtag Italian, then we get roasted for being 47
No,
generation.
you can't. You have to hashtag Italian American because they will correct you.
That's big.
No, they're gonna come for you.
Now, a podcast before this one, I
Okay.
said people that post that many times a day, you're gonna hate me now. I said they definitely have a little narcissistic quality in them.
Why is that?
I just feel like I gotta
I
just
think
own up to it.
depends-
I gotta own
but
up
You
to
don't
it.
think it depends on what they're posting? Yeah.
Yes, but I feel like-
the person's posting videos of them fucking hooking up with the camera and singing the songs and doing these TikTok viral dances. then
Girls
yes,
spinning on Fifth
I
Avenue in their
completely agree
outfit.
with you.
Yeah.
Completely agree
So the
with you.
context was people who do selfie mode videos 4 times a day. I'm like, yo, that's a little excessive.
But what's the video about? Is it quality content?
We were talking about content creation, and I assumed, and my thought was somebody who just likes recording
Yeah,
themselves.
yeah. Like just bullshit.
You know,
No one cares what
you're
you're
a
talking
little
about.
different because you're recording your food. I'm
Yeah.
not paying attention to every single one of your posts.
Of course.
And I don't mean that
No,
disrespectfully.
I understand.
I don't know exactly what you're posting every single time, but most of the time, what I see is a food, a recipe, or a little ASMR content.
Yeah.
Right? I don't know what's in between, but if you see value in 3 or 4 times, then keep doing
It's
it 3 or 4
working. I
times.
feel like
yeah.
it's
Okay. All right. I have a fun question. What's the correct order of Sunday dinner? Of the food.
Antipasto,
Okay.
pasta, your meats, whatever you have in your meat, your potato, your vegetable, and then a salad.
See, that was what I want to know, because I want to know if the
You gotta
salad
finish
comes
with a
before the pasta or after the pasta.
Oh, who the hell has it before?
You have it at the end.
The Hawaiian
And
restaurants,
sometimes
do we always do salad before the
Yes,
meal?
always. Catering hall restaurants, though.
Because
That's just like get you in, get you out.
I mean, even in let's say we go to eat somewhere, the salad is before everything else.
Always.
So it is that's their structure.
I think it just depends on what you grew up with. We could be doing it wrong.
No.
Well, sometimes they would just
We're
give
not
you the
doing it wrong.
fenoik at the end and not even the salad, just to clean your palate for to eat the dessert.
What'd you say?
know what it's for?
The fenoik, the fennel.
Yeah. That's the green.
Yeah, with
Yeah.
the little
It's
like a
flavor
celery,
orange.
right?
little olive oil.
Very, very tasty.
little olive oil and oranges.
That's digestivo?
Orange, yes.
That's like a cleans you or makes
I
you
mean,
feel
maybe it does. For me, it just is
you
another
just
vegetable.
force feed vegetables.
snack. Yeah.
What, you trying to get cleaned out?
No. You said the way you said it was like, yeah, a little
it's
fennel
just-
to end the meal.
It cleans your palate.
You need a little X-Lax, cuz?
Yeah, for real.
No, but so then after that, what's the rest of the order? Coffee,
Fruit and dessert. Usually the same fruit and dessert.
same time.
Yeah, and coffee.
Italians space it out though.
Wait, hold on. What?
I mean, all that's spaced out. You have an antipasto, then you have a pasta, then you have
Give me that order, the last 3 again.
No, give us the whole order. The whole.
Yeah,
the
do it
whole
all
order.
in one.
Okay.
Go like this with it.
Antipasto, pasta, and your meatballs, whatever. Then you usually have a meat dish, some sort of roast, maybe a roasted chicken, a roasted pork,
Chicken cutlet.
vegetable and potato. I don't know why we always do potato when we also have pasta, but it's a thing. And then we do salad at the end. Then you have, your coffee, your little Zambuca, and your desserts. And a little fruit if you're feeling happy. If you're
nuts?
lucky. Nuts is like the holiday. We didn't do the nuts all the time.
You're thinking of Carbone right now. They come out with the oranges and walnuts.
Yeah, we didn't do that. On, Thanksgiving, Christmas, you always had the nuts around, but we didn't have that all the time.
Speaking of salads, this was a question I felt inclined I have to ask you because for me, right, I have this shop downstairs. When is the right time to eat iceberg versus mescaline versus arugula? versus mixed greens? Like, what's the vibe for each of those
Iceberg
salads?
is strictly for wedge salads and like only wedge and maybe sandwiches. Like the shredded lettuce sandwiches, because shredded it has to be shredded for a sandwich.
Yeah, like
iceberg.
this you're talking about, right?
Yes,
Like stringy?
yes, for sandwiches.
best lettuce.
Iceberg. Mescaline, I see with probably like a little octopus salad, a can of like a little bean salad underneath the bean and like red onion salad. Arugula, usually a nice like chicken cutlet under that arugula.
Like on a bed of arugula.
Yeah, like a Milanese, you know?
Yeah.
Like a Milanese. Or arugula is also good on like a nice fried eggplant sandwich. Arugula is very peppery, very underrated. I'm really into microgreens lately, so you
What's
need to get into
microgreens?
that.
Oh.
It's like arugula on crack.
No, it's like it looks like
It
it's
is
in the ocean. It belongs in the ocean.
Okay,
those
but
things.
let me tell you something. It's 10 times.
It does nothing for
10
you.
times the amount of nutrition than in regular arugula.
But it's like airy. There's like not
It's
much
so
green to it.
good. And it's beautiful. It looks beautiful.
It looks nice. I think it's more like a decor.
But did
than
you taste it?
anything.
Have you ever tasted it?
Yeah, yeah,
Oh,
yeah.
you have?
Is there
Okay.
certain dressings you think should never mix with those greens? Like if you're making a salad?
I mean, you can't put Caesar on arugula.
yeah, or
It's gotta
ranch.
be like fresh
that's
lemon.
disgusting.
Ranch.
Yeah.
I mean, I like ranch, but there's a time and a place. There's a time and a place.
No, so you'll never eat ranch with arugula.
No,
Oh,
that's
it. Yeah, that sounds
disgusting.
terrible. But why is that? Now that I think of it,
But that's why I was like thinking
Yeah,
about
like
this.
why doesn't that
why
make
is that
sense?
not a good combo though?
I feel
Yeah, I feel like
balsamic,
arugula's gotta be
fresh
balsamic,
juice,
lemon, olive
fresh
oil.
lemon
Yeah.
juice. Yeah. Simple. Salt and pepper, olive oil. Good olive oil. Go get her olive oil.
Yeah, the Greek olive oil. Those Greeks. I mean, I was surprised with that. That olive oil
It's the best.
is pretty impressive. What for stuffed mushrooms, right? What's got to really go in there?
Stuffed mushrooms.
Yeah.
Breadcrumb, fresh parsley, garlic, grated cheese. Olive oil is the base of it, really. I also put some red pepper in mine. I fry up a pepper, onion, and garlic in like a stick of butter, and I put that in my
That sentence
breading.
was just incredible, by the way. The
in
way
my
you said it,
breading.
the way you said it, a stick of butter, that was amazing. So you fry that all up and
Get
then
it nice and sauteed, like nice and caramelized, and then you put that in your stuffing. It's really good.
Instead of stuffed mushroom though, for me, not even
The
close.
artichoke.
Baked clams. Why not? Get rid of the mushroom. I'm tired of mushrooms. Like,
I know.
stuffed mushrooms are fire.
disgusting.
I think
I
it's
hate
meant. I
mushrooms.
think you just. Oh well, you don't like mushrooms.
Yeah, I'm not a
Alright,
fan at
well,
all. I know they have a lot of health benefits, but
They're also
they?
delicious.
yeah, it's one of the best things to eat.
The
in
right
the world.
mushrooms will make you
They're
bug
very
out too.
good. Yeah, you're right.
That's why they're very powerful.
But
Sometimes.
sometimes they won't make you bug out if you don't eat that much. They
Yeah.
just make you chill.
You know, you got microdose. I'm gonna ask you a question. I'm gonna put you on a hot seat.
Oh god.
I need you to name 3 celebrity chefs that you can cook better than.
Oh, I cannot even do that.
No?
Giada di Laurentiis. You think you got a shot?
I'm not touching that one.
Yeah. That's so. We can't do that.
What did
She's
she
like
say?
super classy.
Well, let's go after the non-Italian chefs. You know,
Gordon Ramsay.
Yeah, right. He'll have it.
I feel like he might not be a good cook. I'm not gonna lie.
You know, there is. I'm not gonna name it. I'm not gonna name a name, but there
got it,
is
you
a
got it.
really big food blogger that just got called out for that. She sells thousands of cookbooks. She has millions of followers, and it turns out she can't even cook.
Fraud? Wow. How did she get away with it? I don't understand.
I think she started doing like these online cooking classes or something, and people started watching her. Like, this bitch has no idea what she's doing.
That's funny. That's basically me.
He has no idea how to podcast.
Yeah, exactly. No, but like, it is a certain skill to cooking because look, I've been in the food business my whole life, but I can't whip up certain dishes.
Yeah,
but
yeah.
I'm a short order cook. Like I'll grill a nice burger. You know, I'll
Yeah, it's
grill
hard. That's tough. That's
grill some
tough.
grilled chicken.
I
It's
think
tough.
if you enjoy cooking, it kind of just comes natural to you. Like, you know what like flavor combinations go because it's just like you like want to do that. You know, you like when you're doing it, you kind of feel like, oh, I don't want to really fucking be doing this.
Yeah.
You know
Leah, I got a question for you.
what?
You cook. Who cleans?
That was
Well,
I was literally gonna ask that.
Honestly, I'm not gonna lie. My husband helps me so much. He really does because I'm cooking all day at home, like most of the time. Number one, I have a dishwasher, so the dishwasher
that helps.
So you
That helps.
actually use it? It's not for storage?
No, I use that shit 3 times a day sometimes.
It's running?
How's that water bill in Jersey?
It's actually way better than
Yeah?
Queens.
Nice.
Way better. Electric too is way better than Queens. But my husband does help me a lot.
That's good. That's good.
When he comes home, are you like, here's your door?
When he comes home, I'm like, see you later. I go in the
I'll see you
basement, I
later.
go in the room, I go to Target or something. Just because also being, you know, on guard 24/7 with kids, you do need that like mental break out of the house.
Absolutely,
Bad.
absolutely.
Especially when I'm also working from home too, because people think I'm just sitting at home twiddling my thumbs.
Yeah.
So,
I think once they see your videos, they know.
so you really would be surprised.
3-4 times
Like,
a
I
day.
get all the time. But sometimes I'm not filming 3-4 times a day. I'm just like, I take days where I film a chunk of stuff.
Yeah.
And honestly, the editing is longer than filming.
That's
Filming
the
for me is
worst.
easy. I set my tripod up, I got my lights, and that's it. I just film a ton of videos and I just put them all together at the end. You know, the filming is easy. It's
What's
the editing.
What's the must-haves if you have a garden at home? 'Cause I feel like I've seen you.
Tomato, obviously.
Yeah.
Yes, I can't wait. I am an avid gardener. Okay,
Yeah.
and it sucks living in a plate where you can't do it all year, you know. But tomatoes, obviously, I got all the herbs. I usually do eggplants. This year I did Japanese eggplants and I did Italian eggplants.
What's
And
the
then
difference?
The Japanese ones are long and skinny,
And we have the.
and the eggplants are nice
Yeah.
and stumpy. You know, They
But
got a little
taste
skirt.
wise, is there a difference?
Are ours more bitter?
I think it depends. If there's a lot of seeds, it's usually very bitter.
That's the Italian one with a lot of
Yes,
seeds?
it's usually very
Yeah, I
bitter.
think I like the Japanese one better.
The
for
Japanese
eggplant
one
parm.
is very, very buttery. I wouldn't like fry it for eggplant palm.
Yeah.
You know, but you
Oh,
grill
you
it.
can't? You can't fry it?
I wouldn't. I
maybe-
mean, if you're gonna make eggplant palm, you need an Italian eggplant. In
You
my
gotta
opinion.
slap that
But that's
breadcrumb.
also
my
you have to
opinion.
drain the freaking. You have to
I
salt it and drain it.
and then you let it sit
Yeah.
for like at least a few hours, and it takes all the moisture out. Do you peel your eggplant? That's my question for you.
Skin on or skin off?
Skin on or skin off?
I like-
Circumcised or not?
I like the striped.
Oh,
know, a
okay.
little-
What, half and half?
Yeah, go.
Well, because I feel eggplant parm, there should be skin off, but then like eggplant tower, the skin should be on.
Why? Why is that?
I don't know. That gives it texture.
Like a grilled eggplant can stay
yeah,
on.
yeah.
You know what I mean? Like
Yeah.
with balsamic, olive oil, garlic.
Yeah, I feel
I
like
love that. Grilled eggplant
delicious.
like that.
I
that's
love
so
that,
good.
but I take the skin off
Skin
Always?
off?
always.
Shit.
Especially homegrown. Sometimes the skin's very tough.
Yeah, that's true.
True.
Without the all that extra good stuff.
Yeah, it's tough. Peppers, I usually do a variety of peppers. This year I did the long hots, the green, and I did jalapenos.
Can you spell?
Zucchini, guguza.
Yeah, good.
Can I smell?
No.
You smell
Can you spell peppers the way you?
PEPPAS.
Or AHS is what I, oh my God.
Peppers. All right. So on that topic, I want to give you a little situation.
Okay.
You got to bring out the best. What accent do you affiliate yourself with?
Queens girl.
What do you want me to
Queens,
say?
for
Queens
sure,
girl,
yeah.
Give me your best Queen's accent.
But I can't give you an accent. This is literally just
All
how
right.
I
So
speak.
talk normally.
This is me talking normally.
But get into. I want you to get into full character.
You want me to get like my customer service voice?
Yeah. No. So I'm gonna give you a situation. Ready?
Okay.
You're at an Italian supermarket.
Okay.
Okay. You're on the phone with your mother,
Okay.
talking about what you're gonna make for dinner on Sunday. That she's coming over.
Okay.
Okay. And somebody keeps bumping their cart into you. Action.
What the fuck you doing? Back up. Personal space. Back the fuck up. That's what I would say.
No, but you're on the phone with your mom.
I don't give a shit. My mother would say, back the fuck up.
No, I want you to be like, Mom, I'm getting the sauce. You know what I mean? Like, give
But
her.
you want me to do a full skit?
Yeah,
No,
come
you
on.
do the skit. You do the skit.
Yeah, she does the cooking.
Come on.
What were your expectations coming in here? Like, what did you think we were gonna ask you?
I don't know, because honestly, growing up with the How You Doing boys, you get, you know, it's like mixed reviews. You're either like super snobby and like not nice to people, or you're like super loving and welcoming and like nice.
Where do we fall on?
You guys are definitely on the nice side for sure.
All right, good.
You know, I mean, coming from Howard Beach, you're always on guard. You don't know.
Is there one question that we didn't ask you that we wish we did? Like, you know, like, because if it was me getting interviewed, I'd be like, they're gonna ask me this, they're gonna ask me that.
Honestly, lately, I don't know what anybody's gonna ask me anymore. People always ask me, "What's your favorite thing to cook?" And I cook all day, but I still cannot think of one thing that comes to my mind. Like, what's my favorite thing to cook?
Yeah, because like I was gonna say, what is the dish that you make the best?
Because
that
I love
everybody
to
says?
just cook everything. So it's like just cooking in general.
Because in our family, we all have a different Zia to make different dishes.
Mm-hmm.
So like one Zia brings the rice, one Zia is known for the best lasagna.
Yeah.
One Zia, like my mom, I think she makes the best chicken cutlets.
Of
So like
course.
when you go to someone's house, what do they say? Like bring
I
this.
feel like rice balls and zucchini pie are like the two most requested things for me, honestly. On a holiday, it depends on what the holiday is. You know, the seafood salad was a
a big hit.
was a big deal. But
You might be the official face of seafood salad
right,
for Christmas Eve.
and then I was getting dragged on the internet telling me that was, what's the other seafood salad? What's the name of the other seafood?
Ceviche?
Ceviche. I was getting dragged for that. And it's like, I
In
grew
which
up
way?
calling it seafood salad, that I'm calling it seafood salad, but it's supposed to be called ceviche.
Not if you're Italian, it's seafood
I
salad.
think they have, like, it's just like dumplings. You know, Koreans have dumplings. We have raviolis. You know, Germans have pierogies, or Polish people have pierogies. It's just, everybody has their own thing in their nationality. And people can't accept that it's something, you know, maybe a little different than theirs.
Was that your biggest video? Seafood salad?
No, I had a few blow up.
Which was the one that went the craziest, like the first time? Like, which was
The one that got me viral was the stupidest video. It was, I was sitting down with my youngest daughter eating fresh mozzarella and prosciutto. It was like a 7-second video.
Did you say prosciutto?
Prosciutto?
Not prosciutto.
Just prosciutto.
I never heard anyone say prosciutto. I always hear prosciutto.
Well, I'm a female, so.
Prosciutto. Oh,
Yeah. Feminine.
it's a female. It's a female. It's a female piggy. That pig was a female. So it's prosciutto.
Exactly.
That's funny.
So you were just eating prosciutto?
I literally was just sitting down eating. It was like a 7-second video.
But were you like doing something on purpose? Or?
Nothing. My daughter was like grabbing the plate, so it was like funny, I guess.
Yeah.
But I am providing like tutorials, 3-4 minute videos, and that's what the fuck goes viral. You know.
It usually is like that though.
Always, but it's really just to get the foot traffic to your page. Yeah. You just need to land on the right side of the internet. Yeah. You know?
Yeah.
So true.
So what's next for you? You've been doing this a while, so
You never know what's next for me. You know, maybe a cooking show. Maybe I'll put out a few cookbooks.
I see the cookbooks.
Yeah, cookbook for sure.
But it has to be an audio cookbook where you're.
Oh,
So listen,
I
you
would
grab the
definitely-
olive oil. You don't put too much. Don't put too
And
much.
I'm gonna do a little pinch of this, a little pinch of that, because we don't like real Italians do not mesh up. Like
That's
unless
so
you're
true.
baking certain things, and even with baking, not everything. It depends on what you're making, but
I feel baking is
like
more delicate though. Like if you put a little extra.
baking is like scientific.
Yeah.
You know, cooking is like you could always save it. Like if you put a little too much salt, you could put a little acid. You know, there's always ways to turn it around.
Yeah. I
When
like
you're
to say
cooking.
Italians measure with the heart. You know?
Exactly.
They don't measure it by that.
And you could tell if someone made that dish and they actually enjoyed making it, or if they hated making it.
Can
'Cause
you?
It would taste like shit for sure.
So making it with
Yes.
love is the X factor.
That's a real thing. Especially when I cook for like my kids, my family. Like I know that I'm feeding them good food. Like I enjoy doing that. You know.
Do your kids have a favorite dish?
My daughter loves sushi. Sushi
Really?
and like red sauce is her favorite.
Okay.
Plain red sauce she loves. Clam sauce. She loves seafood. My daughter. My oldest. I mean, the younger one is 1.
They're still
She
young,
basically
yeah.
eats whatever I give her
Yeah.
at that age. You know. But Serafina loves seafood, mussels, octopus, calamari, all of it.
That's good you started them young on that because then if
Yeah.
you try to make a kid eat fish later,
they don't want it.
They turn out like me.
I fed them like that since six months. I did the baby-led weaning with them.
Were you nervous like with allergy tests or you just
I really, I don't.
Because some people say that, like-
some people are very nervous, and I think it maybe depends on what they're like around. Normally, I don't have any allergies. My husband don't have any, and neither did like my family.
and you ate everything when you were pregnant?
Ate everything. I even ate sushi when I was pregnant. So
Yeah.
the world
Because some
is gonna lose
people
their
some
shit over
people
that.
like worry about that.
Oh yeah, it's no raw fish, right?
You can't eat raw fish.
What about cold cuts? Were you eating like mortadella when you were
Not
pregnant?
every day, but I was.
Okay.
I was.
Good.
Honestly, with my first daughter, I was like a little more all organic and crazy.
By the book?
By the book. But my second one, I was sushi, coca sandwiches, BLTs.
As long as you're happy, right?
Yeah, and you know everything.
9
works
months
out
of
in the long
labor.
run.
I can't even imagine.
There's
that.
people in the world that are smoking crack when they're pregnant. Okay, a little coca sandwich is not gonna kill my kid.
Or a little glass of wine, you know, a little
No,
half
I
a
didn't
glass
do
to
no
relax. No wine?
No, not when I was pregnant.
Okay, because I know some.
That is the
some-
thing.
yeah.
No, people say you can, and I don't judge. You
Half
can
a
drink
glass,
the wine.
half a glass.
But my anxiety could never, because I would lose.
My
sleep
kids
over
ended
it.
up all right. Like,
I'm
you know,
sure.
half a
Listen,
glass of wine, they're a little, you know.
it happens.
I love it. Listen, is there anything else you wanted to say?
No, I think you guys covered all of it.
All right.
I
Well,
feel like you gotta, you like holding back on something.
she has like some
yet.
like.
Yeah, I
Call,
feel
Knockout
call, call me
punch.
back in about 3 months.
Yeah.
So listen.
Oh, okay.
We'll have her
that.
back. We'll have her back in 3 months then. But thank you guys all for tuning in. Make sure to like, comment, subscribe. See you all soon.
Bye.